How much do you actually know about this World Cup? Not the scores, not the teams, the stories happening behind all of that. Here are 8 facts about the 2026 World Cup that most people have completely missed. First, the smallest nation ever to qualify has just 156,000 people. That is Curacao, a tiny Caribbean island, fewer people than most cities, and they are already at the tournament. Their very first World Cup game ever, against Germany, one of the best teams on the planet. The score? 7-1. 7 goals conceded. But they scored on their World Cup debut. Game 2. Ecuador. A completely different story. Curacao held them to a 0-0 draw. No goals conceded. The smallest nation at this World Cup earned a point against a South American side. That is not nothing. 2 games played. 1 point on the board. 4th in the group. Same points as Ecuador. A nation of 156,000 people standing level with a South American side at the World Cup. They are still smiling, and they should be. Second, the opening match was held at the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City on June 11th. That stadium just made history. It became the first ground ever to host 3 different World Cups, 1970, 1986, and now 2026. The most historic football ground on Earth opened this tournament. Third, Mexico began the tournament with a 2-0 win over South Africa at Estadio Azteca, and that opening match was itself a piece of history. It was a rematch of the exact same fixture that opened the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. Same 2 teams, different continent, 16 years apart. Nobody noticed. Fourth, Mexico is now the only country in history to host the Men's World Cup 3 times, in 1970, 1986, and 2026. No other nation comes close. Fifth, Cape Verde held Spain to a goalless draw at their very first World Cup ever. One of 4 nations making their debut at this tournament. The others, Uzbekistan, Curacao, and Jordan. Just being here is the achievement of a lifetime. Sixth, 2 nations returned after 52 years away. DR Congo and Haiti both last played at a World Cup in 1974. A half-century wait. Finally over. Brazil beat Haiti 3-0, but Haiti showed up. That is what matters. Seventh, the oldest player at the 2026 World Cup is 43 years old. Craig Gordon, Scotland's goalkeeper, and this is his first ever World Cup for him. Some people wait their whole career for one moment. He waited longer than most. Eighth, the youngest player is 17 years old, Mexico's Gilberto Mora. He made his World Cup debut against South Africa. Not old enough to get a tattoo without his parents' permission, but old enough to play at a World Cup. That's it for this video. If you know a fact we missed, drop it in the comments. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. It helps more than you think.